You know, do you want your toes all stuck together and pointed like that? Are you a ballerina? I don't know. Are you trying to dance Michael Jackson moves? Are you an occasional runner? A trail runner? Not a runner at all, but somebody who likes to wear comfortable shoes? Do you have knee problems, ankle problems? Do you like to have shoes that look good? If you fall into any of these scenarios, or even if you are a hardcore runner on or off-road, this video is for you. Alternatively, if you own the Canon XA70 or are thinking about buying the XA70, you might want to watch this video. My nephew is a nurse and a paramedic. Shoes are extremely important. Nurses are on their feet all day long, walking on hard surfaces, and he wears Altra. When I first looked at them, I kind of thought, wow, they're kind of odd, the shaped foot, the wide toe box, which makes it more comfortable, but some people would say it looks odd. That's kind of been the dig on Altra shoes and wide toe shoes in general, that they don't look great, but I think they look fantastic. I definitely like the look of a wide toe box against the standard pointy shoes. When I see people in pointy shoes, whether it's basketball shoes or tennis shoes or running shoes, to me they look ridiculous now since I switched to wide toe box. Look at these Topos. People would say, oh, they look like a clown shoe or something. Really, really, really wide. And I brought the Topos just to compare. What I want to talk about is wearing Altra shoes, A-L-T-R-A, wide toe box shoes, for everyday wear. Every video that I've seen on YouTube really focuses on running and trail running and which are for road and this and that. I travel a lot, and when I'm in Thailand in particular, and some other countries, you're taking your shoes on and off a lot, so it's kind of a big deal. The Lone Peak 6s. They're easy, especially with these type of laces, to slip on and off quickly. You go into someone's house. I'm also from Hawaii. When you go to somebody's house, you always take your shoes off. It's just polite. It's the thing to do. And same thing in Thailand, Japan, other countries. And in Thailand, I go in and out of a lot of temples. So I'm constantly taking my shoes on and off. And these are just great for that, the Lone Peak 6s. I want to talk about Altras for everyday wear. I also have, like you saw, some Topos here because they're wide toe boxes. Maybe I should talk about competitors. There's some Whiten, and I think Topo is the biggest competitor out there. My feeling in general is that the Topos are a little bit more built to last, but with that, they're also stiffer. They are still light. These are the Flylight 4s in white and lime, and these are the Ultrafly 4s in bright red. So while I do like these, the Altras, just speaking in general, probably not made to last as long, and I've heard a lot of problems. I haven't had any problems with them falling apart because I rotate so much, they're going to last forever. But at the same time, that makes them way more comfortable, just way more flexible and light and comfortable. But I wear Altras. Yes, I do some mild trail running. Okay, I don't sign up for marathons. I really wear my Altras mostly for just everyday wear. So I talked about the Lone Peak 6s, my favorite shoe of all time. They have such great detail on them. If you look close, there's like a little paisley design on the lining. Black, you can't go wrong with black. It took me forever to find these in black because they go with anything. And that wide toe box, especially if you're wearing like skinny jeans, it looks cool. All right, it does. The hit on them has been that, yeah, they're good shoes and this and that, but they don't look good. They look funny and blah, blah, blah. I think exactly the opposite. One of the main reasons I buy Altra, A-L-T-R-A shoes is for the looks. They look great. The colorways are fantastic. These are the Lone Peak 7s, and I like these, but I wear these more for actual running. I live here in Las Vegas, so not a lot of mud and slippery things to run through other than dust and dirt and talcum-like dust that is on rocks. Up and down rocks a lot is kind of what I do. And I like these Lone Peak 7s for that. For everyday wear, one issue with the Lone Peak 6 and 7s is this little ridge on the heel right there. When you're going downstairs or when you're driving, it can catch on little things. So that's one minor thing. It's super minor. The way the grips are, they're like little arrows pointing up, and they catch on whatever you're going up, and they help you go up. As far as fit, I put Dr. Scholl's $8 inserts from Amazon, and then I put the actual Altra over that Dr. Scholl. Super cheap. I don't go for the $50, $60 inserts. You're wearing a $100 shoe and then you can put $60 insert in it. I don't know. I don't get that. This right here is the Outroad, the Altra Outroad, and you can see it doesn't have the heavy duty bottom on it. It's missing these hard pieces right here that are stiff and help you when running and shield against rocks. It's basically just the outside track part without those hard parts. So it's a good run to the trail and on the trail if it's a light trail. And the colorway I think is really cool. I believe it's called Sand, and that's what it looks like. It's a super light brown, like a beige, I would call it, and then blue and red bottoms again. It looks cool. I chose to go with blue laces to use dark to offset the light. What about dress Ultras? Is that a thing? I like the Superior 5s. As far as looks, again, black. And the laces I have are black and white. And with the gray bottom, it just looks fantastic. Little hint of red here. These are clean because I don't run in these. If I had to fault them, and I did a quick video short, there's a ridge right inside here in the toe box. And if your foot is a little bit smaller for the shoe, in other words, the shoe you bought is slightly larger, there's a chance your toenail could catch on that ridge, and that would be a bummer. So I just wear thick socks with these. And again, I don't trail run in the Altra Superior 5s. I do not do that. But these are the coolest looking shoes. And it has something called a burrito tongue. What it means is that the tongue is sewn in on one side, and it's kind of thick. I wish the other Altra shoes had the burrito tongue because I just love it. It's fantastic. They're a combination also of trail and everyday shoe. You can see that they do have the inner compound here that's a little bit stronger, but it doesn't have as many of the arrow type. It has some around the toe here, and then it has flat, straight ones. So these are not as hardcore trail shoes. But you should know that Altra shoes are zero drop. That means the stack height in the rear is the same as the stack height in the front. Most shoes, like the Hoka, I think these are a 4mm drop, but most shoes are even more, even up to, I don't know, 10, 11, 12. crazy, meaning you have a high heel and a low toe, which I guess the idea is maybe it springs you forward. You know, am I really looking at shaving a quarter second off of my mile run because of this, you know, and sacrificing my ankles and knees? You know, our feet were meant to be flat, and original, you know, humans, cavemen, were walking around in bare feet or maybe some leather strapped onto their feet. Wouldn't recommend you just buy Altras and then just start wearing them 100% as your main shoe. Due to this zero drop, it will adjust your posture, the way you walk, especially if you're doing heavy duty running. It's going to make some changes to your ankle. The stresses will be a little bit different. They'll be more natural. And you want to get to that. So maybe wear regular shoes or some 4mm drop like these Topos or these Hokas every other day, or 3 days in the regular shoes and 1 day in the zero drops. But it didn't take me long to get adjusted. And once I got adjusted, wow, my knee and ankle problems just disappeared. I'm not saying that's going to do it for you. Everybody's physiology is different, but that is the basic principle. And that is how that turned out to work for me. These are the Timp 4s. And similar to the Outroad, they're meant to be run to the trail and then run on the trail, which is convenient for a place like here in Las Vegas where you're doing just that. I haven't had these long enough really to totally break them in and really try them on different surfaces. So far I like them. People say Altra shoes are not good looking. Are you kidding me? Look at this. What a great looking shoe. I love the looks of this. Who's walking around in pointy shoes? Why? What are you, an elf? You building toys for Santa Claus? They push your feet together and they make your toes like get welded together. Cavemen walked around and their toes were splayed. You know, do you want your toes all stuck together and pointed like that? Are you a ballerina? I don't know. Are you trying to dance Michael Jackson moves? You know, I just want my feet to be comfortable and kind of look good. Not that you're trying to impress anyone, but you want to take pride in your stride, right? That about wraps up my review of the Canon XA70 and Altra shoes and a little bit about Topo. I hope this has been helpful for you. Don't be afraid to wear shoes that somebody might say, hey, that looks goofy. What are you wearing, a clown shoe? Thanks for watching this. Aloha and Satu.